Welcome to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by Empower Media, LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room, and let's get started.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Empower Room. I'm your host, Reverend Tim Hughes, and glad to have you all with us in the Empower Room on this last Sunday of Black History Month. And it has been a great month of engagement as relates to Black History Month, and so glad for the format that we've had thus far. And again, I'm Reverend Timothy Hughes, MDiv, and we are on YouTube, also Empowering Moments is also streaming on Facebook Live and a few other social media outlets as well. I go by Rev T, and we're about doing something. So we're so grateful to have this format that we do on Sundays as a way to promote Empower Media. All right, so what is Empower Media, you may be asking? Empower Media, LLC is a social empowerment entity, and we empower community through social and digital media, book publishing, programs, special engagements. We have over 25 years of doing programming in schools and churches and organizations and for teachers, and we just have a wide variety of presentations that we do offer, such as cultural diversity. Where do we go from here? Which is a dialogue focusing on the book by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Where do we go from here? Chaos or Community. Also, we have a wisdom for young men, parental empowerment, youth empowerment, and academic and career exploration. So if you're interested in learning more about that, do go to our website, which is MPWR Media LLC 1.com is our website. So if you want to learn more about our services, please go to our website, MPWR Media LLC 1.com, and you'll be able to get more information. If you want to connect with us, there's a way that you send information to us through our website. All right, so look forward to getting more acquainted with you and sharing with you more about what we do. We do customize our modules, if you will, to fit whatever your environment may be for whatever time frame you need it and that type of thing. So look forward to hearing from you for our services. All right, so our first publication was In the Blink of an Eye, and is a testimony of my own that I have while I was in St. Louis, Missouri. And actually, it happened on February 14, 2014. So we had an anniversary program last week, sharing the book and reviews and things of that nature in regard to the book. And it's basically telling you the story of what happened to me on February 14, 2014, taking my wife out to see Frankie Beverly and Mays at the Chaffetz Arena. And unfortunately, I did not make it on the inside. On the way walking down the street to the entrance of the Chaffetz Arena, I killed over and had as I've been told, a sudden death heart attack. So by the grace of God, I am here. All right, so this book tells you the story. There's even pictures in it, and it takes you on a journey of what that experience was like for me and for my wife as well. She also has a chapter in the book, and it's been a very well received. Reviews have been outstanding. We're on 5 stars on Amazon.com, and grateful for that. And ask those that have read it and may not have shared their reviews on Amazon, please do so. We really appreciate it. And the book has been a blessing. It has done more than we had hoped it would do in regard to the response. So I'm so grateful for that, and for God leading me to write the book and to share my testimony in regard to my out-of-body experience, if you will, and being able to describe it in a way that has been been received, and been received in a way that a lot of people have been empowered by that, because it's been a blessing to fold for those who have lost loved ones, those that are going through terminal illnesses, those type of things, those that are concerned about what happens after you die, all those type of things. So it's really been a blessing from the responses that we have gotten thus far. So please go get your copy. You can get it also on our website, MPWRmedia, It's available there. And also it's available on Amazon as well. If you go to Amazon.com and put in the blink of an eye, an out of this world experience, it will pop up, and you're more than welcome to purchase it there as well. All right. So thank you all very much. And we covered 3 categories in our empowering moments. One is dealing with culture, the second is dealing with civic concerns, and the third is dealing with consciousness. All right. And in the consciousness component, we usually have guests that come on, which we do have today. So I want to thank them for joining us on today, and they'll be coming up here shortly. But going to our first topic as it relates to culture, wanted to just lift up, the importance of Black History Month. I want to thank all those that have been part of the Black History Month series for the Empower Room for the month of February. We started off with the purpose of Black History Month in a very in-depth discussion with a dear friend of Empower Media, Mr. Reggie Jackson out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was our first guest. The second show was with Dr. Huey Hawkins, who now resides in Oklahoma, and he is a licensed therapist that was kind of sharing with us, a state of how we're doing. There's a lot going on in our world, socially and politically, and all that. And he gave us some wonderful tips in regard to how to navigate through this season, if you will. So these shows are available still on our website. We're not on our website, but on YouTube and also on our Facebook page. So feel free to go and review these shows that have aired earlier this month. And today is no different. I wanted to do something different, and it had been brought to my attention that there are people that I know that have moved here from Texas, from St. Louis as well. And so I've been real excited about doing this. And I think it fits in a Black history perspective, in a current history perspective, because migration is still taking place, for whatever reason, that is still available to us, thank God, and it's more accessible to us than it has been historically as well. So I'm just so grateful to have the guests that we have on that'll be coming up here shortly. All right. Now, the second component in relation to what we'll be talking about today is the cultural component in regard to voting. All right. It's very important that we vote. In Texas, early voting has started last week, and the actual election day is March the 5th here in Texas. I know in different states it's at different times of the year and that type of thing, but I know here in Texas where we are, early voting has begun, and the actual election day is on March the 5th, 2024. So I want to encourage everyone, please make sure you vote. And keep in mind, we do have the national election coming up in November. If you have not registered, you have plenty of time to register to vote. So please make sure you register to vote, and keep your eyes and ears open on what's going on, because there's a lot going on. If you haven't already picked up on recently, I'm sure you have with all that's in the news. So please keep that in mind as we prepare for the next presidential election coming up in November. All right. All right. So now we're going to get to our wonderful, wonderful guests that we have on with us today. And I'm so grateful to have them on. I have to say, I do know them personally. So I want to make sure everybody knows that. And we want to welcome Drea Stallings and Marquise. if they can come on with us right now, and then we have Terrell, Mr. Terrell Gladney Jr. Hey, hey, hey.
Going on? Hey,
All right.
going on?
All right, all right, all right. So I thought it would be interesting to have this dialogue, and when I know that people have moved here that I know, I tend to ask them a question. Okay, so what is it that you what made you come? What do you think? All those type of things. So we're gonna get into that. So first of all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Good.
Feeling good.
All right, all right. And it's so good to see you all. I feel like I'm at home.
I know, right? I haven't seen you in years.
See you in a while, Rev T. Ain't seen you in a while. Man. It's good to see your face, man. Hear your voice.
Likewise, likewise. All right, all right. And you did tell me somebody was gonna be doing your hair, so you weren't joking.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my appointment.
I
Man.
ain't even
Okay, man, I appreciate you. What is it, multitasking? All right. So, Drea and Marquise, what brought y'all to Texas? And you all are in. Well, tell us where you are, where you're located, if you want. It's up to you.
we are in San Antonio,
Okay.
and we've been here almost 2 years. This year make 2 years.
Mm.
Coming from St. Louis. And what brought us here was, first off, it was work for me because I had been wanting to transfer and move somewhere else.
Okay.
And I had my doubts. I didn't really know if I wanted to leave, because when you leave that comfort zone, you
Right.
like,
Right. I understand.
But that was the main thing for me as to why I chose to uproot and come was for work and better opportunities too.
Understand. All right, Marquise, what about you?
I was actually trying to leave St. Louis before COVID shut us down. Actually,
Okay.
yeah. I was doing a lot of stand up comedy back home. I'm doing it here, but I was like grinding like hard, and I was just kind of getting fed up like with our city,
Right.
working with a lot of different headliners and stuff, and they kept telling me, "Hey man, you got to come up out of St. Louis, either Chicago, New York. You don't go to LA unless you got an agency behind you."
Okay.
So COVID happened. I was thinking about Chicago. I was thinking about New York, but I definitely can't afford New York.
Okay, understand that.
And Chicago, I don't do guns, so I can't go. They're all about them bodies in Chicago. And then I was thinking like Texas.
I forgot you're a comedian, so I'm gonna be.
Oh, well, Texas is like I kept saying, like, man, Texas is underrated, yo. Like, why nobody talks about Texas?
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest state in the country.
Right.
Nobody trips off of Texas. And then as I was looking more into it, we shut down. And then all the comics had to go live just to keep their followings and their fan base. And I happened to come across this everything. Everybody started podcasts or they go live at a particular time.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a couple of comics talking about going to Texas that live in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So they were already, a lot of comics was like trying to migrate towards Texas, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston.
Right.
And then, that's what really, I was already set on leaving St. Louis.
I
got bored. I got comfortable. You know what I mean? Like same routine, same route.
Right.
Same route.
Right.
So it was like it was harder for me. And then we shut down.
Girl, stop.
And me and her she actually responded to my inbox. I stayed in her inbox.
Okay.
Before we started.
Okay.
No, we were shut down, and we slowly started to open back up. And me and her started talking, and she's just like-minded. She was like, "Hey, I was thinking about leaving St. Louis too. Let me see what type of job offers they have as far as like me transferring."
Right.
So she's like, "If I roll you down," I was like, "Yo, we rolling out there. We rolling. You hear me?" So, yes, sir. And that's what
I understand. That's cool. Okay, Mr. Terrell, what about you, man? What brought you to you want to share where you reside and in Texas, and what brought you to Texas?
Yes, I currently reside in Arlington, Texas,
Okay.
which is right outside of the Dallas area, right outside the Dallas area.
Mhm.
So my situation is similar to I think it's a Drea, correct?
Mhm.
It was work. So T, I'm a I'm band director. So
Yeah.
coming from St. Louis
Yeah,
as a
awesome band director, by the way.
yeah
The boy is bad.
yeah
Hello.
yeah had him up there working, man. So it's just the culture. When we come from an HBCU from
Right.
undergrad, um, trying to bring that culture to St. Louis, it was always an uphill battle because they
Right.
always taking money out the programs, and I
Right.
grew up in the city from St. Louis Public School, so
Right.
any of the programs in the city where I was originally from, and bred, they was pretty much non-existent.
Mhm.
Of course, me teaching in Ferguson, Florissant, I was doing my best to bring the culture there
Yes,
over
you
at Berkeley, and it was pretty much thriving. But once I got taken out of that situation, I had to do middle school
are. Okay.
because when they did the retransition of the district, I
Okay.
was kind of comfortable, but at
Okay.
the same time, I was content. But I
Gotcha.
was to a point to where I felt like I wasn't growing. Like
Okay.
I was getting ideas, as an educator, but I just feel like I wasn't growing.
Okay.
I always wanted to teach in the southern state, whether it be in Florida or Georgia,
Okay.
Louisiana or
Okay.
even Texas. Texas didn't even really cross my radar. I have
Mhm.
family members that stayed down here in Dallas. I have a few friends that moved to Houston, but it
Okay.
just never crossed my mind to move down to Texas. Uh,
Mhm.
and then one day in the middle of the school year in 2022,
Mhm.
I got a call from my former dance instructor
Mhm.
saying that, hey, you should consider applying for this one job. This
Okay.
one guy, he says he knows you and he needs an assistant. And,
Okay.
and then the rest was history. It was an uphill battle at first to
Okay.
get out of my contract because you know how it is when you sign that teacher contract,
Yes.
hard to get out of that
Right.
after it. And I was able to get out of it, and the rest was history. Now that first year was hard because I was down here by myself, while my wife was back in St. Louis with the kids.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I was going back and forth once a month,
Oh,
on the holiday break. So it was really challenging that first year
right.
from October until the summer of 2023. And
Oh,
then after that summer is when I was able to move my entire family down
oh,
in the summer of last year, and ever since then we've been doing fine. The kids, they love the school that they're at. They love the environment. Everything is close by. We
yes.
don't hear no random gunshots at night. On New Year's Eve, we don't hear no blah 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 blah
But,
going
but,
on.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We don't hear none of that.
yeah.
Arlington. I didn't even think Arlington is like a best kept secret area, and
No.
we're close to the Mansfield area, and it's real beautiful. My cousin was trying to get me to move down to Heartland,
Mm-hmm.
near Forney, as I was telling you, it's near
Yeah, you
Forney.
were telling me right, right.
That's a nice area over there too. But right now, we like it where we at, man. We ain't going about no DeSoto. Don't pay April no mind. She doing
Oh,
right here.
she's good. She's more than welcome to chime in.
Yeah, I know she.
Accept all of
Hey,
it.
you will definitely chime in. Look, all on. You give her an inch, she gonna go around. She like to talk, but
Okay.
she can hold a good conversation too. She came out of the Navy, correct? Out of yeah. She came from California, San Diego.
Okay, awesome. All
Yeah.
right, all right. So, what do you like about your relocation? I guess it's kind of an open question, but give me one thing each of you that you like, uh, and then the thing you like, and then the thing that's the most difficult about it.
I guess since y'all went first this time, but we'll go first this
Go
time.
ahead.
Go ahead.
The one thing I do like is the opportunities and the environment.
Yes.
Where I'm at, it's a pretty healthy environment. In terms of a good place for the kid, for a young family to grow.
Right.
I have three kids, a 2, 3-year-old, a
Okay.
2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old that stay with me. So
Okay.
it's a really good environment for them. Very safe.
Wonderful.
My wife, she enjoys it as well.
Wonderful.
One thing that's a challenge is, when you're in St. Louis, all our family is there. Like 98% of my family stays
Yeah.
in St. Louis.
Right.
The
Right.
support system
Yes.
is not there.
Exactly.
So if you need a babysitter,
Right.
All those little things. So
Right, okay.
outside of that, God is able. So so I don't really too worry about it because he wouldn't open this door if he wouldn't make a way.
That's
so
true.
I'm not
That's
too much worried about it. We still have everything we need. We have food on the table. We have a house. We have a home. Bills are paid. So I can't really complain.
I know that's right. Yeah, it's like the positives outweigh the negatives.
Yeah. Traffic too. That's the other thing. Traffic too is crazy now.
Because I was just in St. Louis. I was sharing. I went. It was a 24-hour turnaround because I flew in. I flew in Tuesday. Yeah, I flew in Tuesday. Came back Wednesday. Yeah. So I flew in Tuesday. Came back Wednesday. So but that's what I have to do. Because I'm not going to not. Still, that's my mom is still there. So if something's up with my mom, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So so that connection of family and church family. We were talking about church family and all that. It can be a bit much, but when you weigh it, it seems to be a good move. Overall for sure. Yeah. So what about you all, Tria and Keith?
I think I like more so the Southern hospitality.
Okay.
And how people are just overly nice.
Okay.
And, you don't have to worry about getting mean mugs when you walking in the store or anything like that.
Okay.
But I love the hospitality and the school system down here.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. All right. What about you, Marquise?
What you don't like?
What I?
Yeah.
Oh, what I don't like?
Yeah. What's the one thing?
I think the allergy thing with the weather and just get used to it.
I got to say,
bro.
I'm still not used to that.
Right. Exactly. Right.
And all. Yeah, I'm not used to it.
I got you. Exactly. Yep. I'm with you on that. Yes, indeed. Marquise, what about you?
Like T said, I really like the opportunity because we both working for the same company. Like back home, I would never got hired. I would never got hired. Hey, she got transferred when she got transferred from the Spectrum in St. Louis down here. She was like, you want to see if you can get hired there? I'm like, hey, look, we starting over. I'm willing to go there and just give effort,
Right.
And we work at the same building, and like he said, like my God, like it's an opportunity here. Like they really do give you a chance. Because back home, I know I would be underqualified for the job. Nah,
right.
I got the hang of the job. The point they like, you want to be a supervisor one day? Supervisor. What? I like making this little money, but I guess if you gonna you realize I'm underqualified for this job, right? Like your numbers say you're excellent. You on your way to mentor, maybe supervise. I'm like, really?
Moving on up, boy, get elevated.
But like you said, the family and just being familiar with the area.
Yeah.
Where I do what I kind of get petty, and my baby had to pick me up sometimes, having to start over with their comedy scene. Having to get back in the line, having to be an open micer, whereas at home, Helium, I could just walk in and go straight to the green room. They got to salute everybody, just go straight to the green room and talk to whoever the headliner is, because I know I'll work with them. Here, I gotta say, hey, I'm this, I do this, I work with him. I gotta, what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, what I mean? Here I gotta run, here my resume is. I work with him, and him. And we had a conversation. One time he told me go up, and then told me come back and go up again the next day. So can I go in the back room and say hello, please? You know what I mean?
But what you don't like?
That's what I don't like. I have to introduce myself and walk around with my resume.
I feel you on that because from a ministerial perspective, it's been interesting because the church connection is different here from what I've been experiencing. So, like you say, I got to come in at a different level, and I'm even rethinking how I'm going to go to the next place we're going to, because we've been through about 3 or 4 different churches already, and you know what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying. So my approach is going to be like I'm just going to be a regular person sitting in the pew.
Sitting in the,
You know what I'm saying?
for me, I've gone to several churches since we've been down here, and I'm like, y'all don't have no choirs, y'all don't. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm
Right. It's different.
trying to get the feel, and I haven't been pulled yet, so I'm just still moving around.
Understand, and that's okay. That's part of the process. So, what would you recommend to those who may be considering relocating? What would y'all recommend to those that may be considering relocating?
They need to know about this weather. They need to know about.
And what is your name again? I'm sorry.
He actually put your name. Hold on.
What's your name, Terrell?
April.
Okay, April. Yes. Okay, April. What were you saying? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We can't hear you. Say what
I said they need to know about the weather.
Okay.
They need to know about which counties is dry, which one is not, which ones is not, and what that means to you.
Okay.
They need to know, that's the main things for me.
Okay.
The bugs.
They need to know about these flies. And they need to know about these
right. I'll take some roaches.
Big roaches and roaches.
Right.
They need to know about them things. They fly.
Yes.
They need to know. They need water shoes when they go to the lake. It's not the beach.
Right.
What's that, Galveston? That's if you go into Galveston, right?
We got a lake right here. You got to wear shoes in there.
Okay.
You can't just be in there like the beach.
Okay. Well, thank you.
They need to know it's going to be somebody abducted every 8 hours, and it's going to be an Amber
Alert. That Amber Alert is
Oh yeah, that's true.
It is something else.
I mean, but yeah.
Last week.
Hey, when that alert go off, you be like, Amber done lost her kids.
Right.
It's recorded. Well, I think a lot of people, when they trying to make that move, it's all about making a move on faith, because sometimes people are hesitant, especially leaving from somewhere where they're comfortable at. That's the main thing. But sometimes faith means sometimes taking a risk. But if you're gonna take that risk, you gotta also have a plan in place, a plan A, plan B, or whatnot. So because making the move from St. Louis to Texas is not cheap.
No, it's not.
It is not cheap. So you gotta decide whether you're gonna pay for a moving company or you're gonna move it yourself.
Exactly.
All that.
And you gotta watch the moving company when they try to charge you. But I got a story on that one.
Ooh.
Yeah. You gotta be like New York. You gotta be thinking like you're in New York.
Yeah.
You really do. You really do. They move a little faster here.
I say be open-minded too, because a lot of people are a lot of closed-minded about moving away. True. Like I see on Facebook a lot. Some people say, y'all don't have to move out of St. Louis to make it. Y'all can make it right here. And I'm just like, you got people that's been here 20-some years still trying to make it.
Yes.
Why tell somebody that?
Right. And I mean, in Texas is booming. It's been in the news about and we're close to the fact that Royce City is now the fastest growing city in the country. Which is right down the road from us. And I know San Antonio's popping, and just the DFW itself. It's really taking off. So, and I love the diversity that's here. It's not just a black and white thing. You have African Americans, you have white, Latinos, you have from India,
Chinese.
It's like a melting pot for real. It
really is. Yes. So I find that for me to be a breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick up on my Spanish. I've been taking Duolingo.
Me too.
All that good stuff. El Baño, going to the bathroom.
Not understand.
So I've been to San Antonio a few times. It's a beautiful that's a beautiful city too.
It really is.
For a conference every February.
Okay.
And one of our friends, he took us to Wing Daddies. Is that Wing Daddies down there? They're pretty,
They're good.
Okay.
They're pretty good down there. So
Yeah, I love that Riverwalk there
Yeah,
too.
Riverwalk is nice down there too.
I'm gonna turn y'all on to something that y'all don't even know about. Y'all just saying the stuff that's in the news and on TV. Now, there is a all-inclusive dude ranch in San Antonio, Texas, called Bandera, and it's called the Mayan Dude Ranch. It's all-inclusive. Once you get there, you can ride all the horses that you want.
Oh,
You
really?
have to stay there for 4 days. They don't check people out on Saturdays. Their horses don't work on Sundays. They meanwhile runs the store and they don't open if she don't feel good. It's bring your own, but they provide others. They provide all the meals. And if my friend can eat, we had a vegan, we had a vegetarian, a vegan, and me.
Okay.
And everybody was just fine.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh,
Mayan Dude Ranch.
Mayan Dude.
Mayan Dude Ranch.
We go there every year, every summer. I'll see y'all there.
All right.
Okay, good.
Thank you for that.
They us friendly, everything.
Okay, look, I already pulled it up.
Right.
Right.
April does a lot, part y'all,
Yeah,
so
I'm
she
part of the Black
helps.
travel movement.
She does.
Oh,
a lot.
really? Cool. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Well, Miss April, you want to throw a shout out or what? Because I see you doing hair, so you're more welcome to share if people.
Oh yeah, I'm the owner and operator of Lolly Locks. I'm right here in DeSoto, Texas.
Okay.
By appointment only.
Okay.
You can look up me on Google.
Okay.
Lolly.
That's my sign. Look for that sign right there.
Lolly Lock.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, thank you for
Anytime I
joining
need
us.
a retwist, I come to you.
Yeah, anytime you come to Dallas, I make an appointment.
Okay. All right.
She does interlocks.
Yeah.
Interlocks.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Cool. Well, man, I appreciate you all coming on the show with us this to close out our Black History Month series for this month. And is there anything else you all want to share with the audience or anything that you want?
I just say if anybody's watching, if y'all are planning on moving, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
We didn't even worry about bringing our furniture. We just packed whatever we could in my little Chevy Cruze and hit the road, and we built up. And now we got furniture. Just started over. Got furniture for days.
Oh, that's dope.
So I just say, don't be afraid, because you can always go back home.
True.
That's true. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Hey, you said it all. You said it all. You just gotta have faith and just do it. That's it. That's just it. You just gotta take that leap.
There was nothing like just one duffel bag and 2 pairs of shoes. I came out. She had more stuff. Nothing.
I hear you.
We definitely downsized. Like we got rid of a lot of stuff.
I hear you.
And it still feel like we got a lot, but we downsized a whole lot. So you never know how much stuff you have until when you got to move.
That's true. Yeah,
you find a lot of stuff too. You're like, man, 3 years. I thought somebody stole it. You call Greg and apologize.
Hey, I gotta check you out, man. When your next show, man?
Right now, I'm working on doing Austin. Right now, I gotta talk to the booker about maybe March, sometime in March. Like I said,
we're gonna be in Austin the last weekend of March. So let me know if it's the last.
I will.
They have
Cap City,
South by Southwest going on in a few weeks down there in Austin.
Okay.
So that's music, comedy, movies, all of that.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Okay.
So what is it called again?
South by Southwest.
Yes.
So it's SXSY or something like that when you look at it.
Yeah, and the comedy club is in Capital City, Cap City.
Do that. Okay.
Yeah, Terrell, you'll have a ball with that, man. You'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, indeed. Well, hey, I want to thank you all so much for being in the Empower Room, and thank you, April, for being on with us as well.
I am.
All right. And I want to thank my engineer, my wonderful daughter, Nia, for engineering the show. She's been doing this for about the last month, and it takes a lot off of me having to push buttons and all that kind of stuff. So I want to thank my daughter, Nia, who's with us from LA. This running in Texas. Yes, indeed. So again, thank you all so much. Keep in touch, and we'll definitely come in and hear you. See you do your thing, Mr. Marquise.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
And you look familiar, so I must have seen you somewhere on stage, something on a commercial. But you on a commercial or something?
I haven't been in any commercials yet.
Okay. Okay.
Speak that up.
It's
Not
coming.
yet.
Right.
It's coming. I see it coming for you, my brother.
Speaking that to existence.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, God bless. Blessings to you all. Blessings to your families.
Likewise.
Drea, tell your mama say hello. And
I will.
all right. We'll be in touch now.
All right.
Okay. God bless.
Take care.
All right now.
Damn.
All right. All right. Well, we've had a wonderful dialogue on this afternoon with some wonderful guests originally from St. Louis, now residing in San Antonio and Arlington. And I want to thank them so much for being on with us in the Empower Room on today. And we want to thank you for joining us in the Empower Room, and hope that you those that may be considering moving, that this may have maybe given you a little extra boost to go ahead and make that move. Step out on faith. All right. You'd be surprised what may happen on the other side, which we've been blessed to experience that with ourselves from St. Louis to Dallas, and being here for almost 10 years. So thank you all so much for being with us in the Empower Room. And we do want to lift up again, our motto is do something. So we want to remember Justice for Quincy McMillan. We ask that you all please hashtag this for Quincy's mom. Hashtag Justice for Quincy McMillan. Was an outstanding young man who I knew in McCloskey Berkeley High School in St. Louis at Ferguson Florissant School District. His mom was the PTO president there for quite a while when I was there, and we're want to support her with her effort of trying to get justice for her son, who was tragically killed in Phoenix, Arizona, about a month ago now. And if you're interested in getting more information, we do have her email address as well. And if you can email her at QualishaJones04@gmail.com. That's QualishaJones04@gmail.com. Feel free to email her. They are looking to raise additional reward money for people coming forward to be able to provide information, to be able to hopefully get this person who did this tragic killing of Quincy. All right. So again, we thank you all so much for being in the Empower Room with us on today. We hope you've had a wonderful time for Black History Month in the Empower Room with us, and we look forward to going into Women's Month next month, and we have a wonderful lineup. One guest has just blown me away that has agreed to come on the show, so I'm so grateful for her coming on, and I'm going to announce that a little later, but it's going to be awesome, and you don't want to miss it. All right, so again, thank you all so much for being with us. Thank you to Ms. Nia for your running the boards for us on this afternoon, and we pray that you all have a wonderful rest of the week. God bless.
Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next week in the Empower Room, brought to you by Empower Media LLC and your host, Reverend Timothy Hughes, aka Rev T.